Today I'd like to show you a new magic trick. So, I'd first go up to my spectator and shuffle up the cards so they know that it's a completely random assortment of cards. No order particularly. I can even ask them if they want to shuffle. So once that's all over, I'd say, okay, pick a card, any card. Say they pick this card, okay? So this is their card. So I ask them to put it down on the table or wherever, and I'd show them all the rest of the cards are all face down. So I make them take a mental picture of that their cards are on the table and all the cards are face down. So then I'd ask them, okay, where would you like to put your card? Say they say put the card here. Okay, so I ask them, is this your card? They'd say yes. And I put the rest of the cards on top. So I cut up the cards, and I give it a little shuffle, just to make sure that their card is completely lost in the deck. Okay, so then I'd ask them, have you ever been to Las Vegas before? Random question, I know, just, have you? Okay, well, if you have or haven't, there's this little thing in there. It's called a sloppy shuffle. What they do is where they put a few cards face up, a few cards face down, and so on and so forth. Okay, so then I just say, okay, so see, your cards are face up, face down, face up, and even maybe we could find a card that's face up, face up. So I ask them what's their card. Say, is this your card? No? Okay, I put the 7 of spades on the table. I say, remember that mental picture I made you take earlier with your card on the table and all the cards face down? Like a reverse time, back to when your card's on the table, now all the cards, instead of being face up, face down, are now all face down. As you can see. And now a 7 of spades turns into the 2 of hearts, your card. Okay, so for the tutorial, for that just magic trick I showed you guys, this is what it's going to do. So I'm going to have the deck, it's going to impromptu trick, shuffle the cards, have the cards all shuffled up. So I'd ask the spectator, pick a card, any card. So say they pick this card, the 3 of clubs. Alright, so I'd have them put the card down. So I'd ask them to make sure that all cards are face down. So mental picture, all cards are face down. So what I do here is when I ask them to pick anywhere, they could pick. So say they pick here, put the card here. So when I ask them, like, is this your card? I'm doing is I'm catching a pinky break here. So I put the rest of the cards on top. There's a break. So then I say, okay, I'm going to do a few cuts. Cut 1. Cut 2. And see, their card is still here. So now their card is the top card. So then I do another shuffle just to say their card is completely lost. But really, I just made sure that their card stayed on top. Now for this part, I flip over the cards and I ask them, have you ever been to Las Vegas before? Either they say yes or no, really doesn't matter. Because this is the part where you say, well, see, there they have a thing that's called a sloppy shuffle. What we do is where it's called a few cards face up and a few cards face down. Face up. Face down. All you're really doing is just separating the cards, see? So they're not really in a particular order. They're just random, so they're not really all random order. It's face up, face down. So once you get to the last two cards, you're going to see the bottom one's their card and this one. So what you want to do is square them up and put them on the top. And it doesn't really matter because if they see it, because it's just going to look like you're finishing it off. So now it's 1, 2, and then the rest of the order. So you don't want to make sure that this and this card are the top two cards, and it's squared up so they don't see that also their card is hidden. So then you'd ask them, okay. As you can see, you get cards that are face up, face down, which is really just, yet again, the cards are like that. Then you say we get a few cards that are face down, face up. But then this is the most important part when you find the card that's face up, face up. So this is the break between all the cards that are face up and all the cards that are face down. So when you do this, you want to make sure that instead of the cards going back like this, you want to turn the cards over when you put this on top. So now all the cards are in the order except the top two. So now once this is done, these should all be squared up. And they're on the top. So you'll ask them, okay, what was your card? Oh, so you ask them, so the 6 of clubs isn't your card. Okay, so you flip the top card over, which is actually these two, and you put down their card on the table. And so you say, okay, remember what made you take that mental picture earlier? Yeah, well, I can reverse time back to when all the cards were face down, and your card was the 3 of clubs. Thank you.